Despite the small size of Uruguay, this country is one of the world's top exporters of wool, beef, and soybeans. In fact, Uruguay has more cattle than people, with nearly 4 cows for every person living in this country. The thriving agricultural sector forms the backbone of Uruguay's economy, making it a significant player in the region. This also highlights how Uruguay effectively uses its natural resources and geographic advantages to drive its economic prosperity. To demonstrate this, Uruguay boasts a higher GDP per capita than most countries in Latin America. With $20,800, Uruguay outperforms Chile, Mexico, and its 2 larger neighbors, Brazil and Argentina. But this fruitful land has seen its share of turbulent times. Uruguay's fight for independence was a chess game involving Spain, Portugal, Brazil, and Argentina. It started as a pawn in the Spanish Empire until national hero José Artigas led a revolt against Spanish rule in 1811. But the board was quickly reset when Brazil annexed Uruguay in 1821, renaming it the Cisplatin province. Quite determined to get its way, Uruguay declared independence from Brazil in 1825, causing the Argentina-Brazil War to break out. The final move in this Game of Thrones was made in 1828 with the Treaty of Montevideo. Facilitated by Great Britain, the treaty recognized Uruguay as an independent buffer state between Argentina and Brazil. The uniqueness of this small country extends beyond its hard-fought independence. Uruguay is the only country in Latin America that is entirely outside of the tropics. While most Latin American countries lie wholly or partly within the tropical zone, Uruguay's location places it entirely within the temperate zone. Uruguay's spot on the map and the weather it gets because it's near the sea means it has comfortable, not too hot weather all year round, making it different from all of its neighbors. The country's special weather and its rich, flat lands work together to make farming really successful there. The agricultural sector isn't just strong, it's a veritable powerhouse, pushing the nation's success in beef, soy, and dairy exports. These activities provide a steady stream of foreign exchange, keeping the economic wheels turning. But it doesn't end there. Uruguay has diversified its export markets, making its economy strong enough to bounce back from any unexpected changes in the global markets. In fact, Uruguay is so good at farming that it's one of the world's top beef sellers, accounting for nearly 6% of global beef exports in 2022. Not only Uruguay takes advantage of its natural resources, but also invests in its most valuable asset, its people. With the highest literacy rate in Latin America, Uruguay is on an educational par with several EU nations. Established in the 1870s, the country's public education system isn't just free, it's mandatory up to a certain age. Highly educated Uruguayans contribute to a thriving knowledge economy, making the country an attractive hub for sectors like information technology, renewable energy, and biotechnology. Also, education is closely tied to social mobility, offering individuals the tools to improve their individual socioeconomic situations, helping them reduce income inequality. This progressive approach to education not only boosts Uruguay's economy but also fosters a society that values knowledge, creativity, and social justice. Uruguay also benefits from its robust democratic system. This, combined with political stability, create a rock-solid foundation that promotes a business-friendly environment. In this quiet climate, predictability is king, and the rule of law is the crown. This reduces business risks, opening up the gates for investments, both domestic and foreign. According to the World Bank, Uruguay attracted over $9.3 billion in net foreign direct investment in 2022, more than countries like New Zealand, Finland, or Norway. Building on this economic success, Uruguay has innovated in its approach to financial inclusivity. In this country, each citizen has a bank account by law. In 2014, Uruguay implemented the Financial Inclusion Law to promote formal banking and reduce reliance on cash. This forward-thinking law facilitates the payment of wages, retirement benefits, and state allowances directly into bank accounts, effectively widening the reach of banking services and at the same time reducing tax evasion and promoting the growth of electronic transactions in the country's economy, setting a high bar for financial inclusion efforts worldwide. Leading the way in this revolutionary progress was none other than the country's president from 2010 to 2015, José Mujica. Known as the world's humblest president, Mujica tried to lead by example. embracing simplicity over extravagance. Opting for a modest farmhouse over the presidential palace, he made headlines in the country for donating about 90% of his salary to charity. Mujica's lifestyle, focused on simplicity and humility, earned him global admiration and highlighted his commitment to serving the people of his country above personal gain. Uruguay's commitment to social welfare runs as deep as the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, and the results speak volumes. The country boasts lower income inequality compared to many other Latin American nations. This achievement goes beyond mere statistics. It fosters social stability and inclusivity, laying a strong foundation for sustainable economic development in the long run. By prioritizing the well-being of its citizens and investing in programs that support healthcare, education, and social security, the country has created a society that values equality and solidarity. This focus on social welfare has become a driving force behind Uruguay's continued progress and prosperity. While Uruguay's economy has many strengths, it's not without challenges. One key issue is the nation's reliance on agriculture, particularly livestock and crop exports. This makes Uruguay vulnerable to global market fluctuations and climate change. Additionally, despite its impressive educational attainment, the country grapples with a skills mismatch in the job market. High-tech and innovation-based sectors often find a scarcity of adequately trained personnel. Uruguay also faces a demographic challenge as its population is aging, placing a burden on social services and healthcare. Moreover, the country's small domestic market can limit business growth and discourage foreign investment, while the high cost of doing business in Uruguay can also pose a challenge in the years to come. While facing a set of complex challenges, the government of Uruguay has adopted a comprehensive approach to keep its economy resilient. Through a mix of fiscal discipline, they've focused on reducing public debt and controlling inflation, aiming to achieve long-term financial stability. At the same time, they've been aggressively promoting trade, trying to enter into several multilateral agreements and forming strategic partnerships. Investments in state-of-the-art infrastructure have also been a priority, particularly in renewable energy and transportation, this way lowering the costs of business operations. The robust economic policies are evidenced by Uruguay's exports figures, which made up 22% of its GDP in 2022, and in its ability to attract consistent foreign direct investment, which promotes the creation of jobs and technological innovation. This approach has not only provided a solid base for economic growth, but also made Uruguay an increasingly attractive destination for business investment. Uruguay is also good at managing both its economy and international issues. Despite its size, Uruguay punches well above its weight in international relations, particularly in peacekeeping missions. It has been nicknamed the Switzerland of America due to its commitment to peace, democratic values, and neutrality. Proof of this is Uruguay's tradition of contributing to UN peacekeeping missions worldwide. Remarkably, it has one of the highest per capita contributions, sending out more peacekeepers than many larger, powerful nations. On the global stage, Uruguay emerges as a symbol of peace. It proves that real influence isn't just about size, but about standing up for what's right and promoting global unity. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up for more content like this.